Prodigy.
Yeah, that was definitely one of the legends and the greats that we
Prodigy
lost,
was
man.
a crazy.
Like, yeah.
He was a crazy motherfucker, man.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's the only motherfucker that had the bulletproof truck with the pistol in it in Manhattan, smoking weed, driving down the one way with Alchemist.
I'm surprised to say when the
That's how Prodigy got arrested. A lot of people don't know that. He had the bulletproof truck, driving down the one way, smoking weed. Rest in peace to Prodigy, man. That was a real dude, man. Shout out to Havoc. Shout out to the mob. Shout out to the whole Queensbridge, man. Infamous mob. Yeah, it's the talk of New York, Tony Yayo.
Yeah, it's the boy Uncle Murda, a.k.a. Lenny Grant.
And we on MONTREALITY, the biggest shit in Canada, man.
Whoa!
Woo, 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 whoa.
Yeah, they let us in with felonies.
Well, I came from 134 on Guy Brewer, like me, Banks, and like 50 lived here on this corner. Banks lived across the street from me, so I like my whole life was like everybody around my way sold drugs. It's not like we wanted to. It was just like all my role models was drug dealers coming up in Southside Jamaica, Queens. So I knew 50 my whole life from him being on the block. You know what I mean? Because 134 on Guy Brewer, he had a lot of workers. He controlled that block at a time. Later on down the line, I had a couple of workers and did my thing, but I hustled my whole life. Like if it wasn't in music, it's like we always like whenever the block is hot, like Gun Police is out or Homicide is out or Narcotics is out, we all go to my man Fat Shy House. He had the DJ equipment. So in the 90s, we just go over there, we started rapping. I could name 50 first freestyle, Lloyd Banks, first freestyle he ever did in his life. Banks was like 16 when he was younger, like, and I was older in the streets. 50's like a couple of years older than me, but we was just selling drugs and just getting to money, getting to the bag.
Same here for me. I mean, I never had a 9 to 5 in my life. It was definitely hustling or robbing a motherfucker to come up. And definitely, my first check I ever got was from music, like, period.
Right.
Never punched the clock in my life. My first, when I got my first big check, my shit that came from Jay-Z. And it was still like a little bit 1 foot in, 1 foot out type shit. Gave some of the homies some bread so they could go re-up and keep certain things in the hood going. And the rest was just trying to, you know, live a certain kind of lifestyle to fit in with everything else that was going on with the music shit, man. But it was definitely investing back into them streets right quick. Keep the drugs flowing.
I said I got a long Desert Eagle like
Buggy
Robo
and the headlights and all that.
Yeah,
Niggas going
I said
crazy.
I got a long Desert Eagle like Robo. I said rapping street shit, it's all the same. I realized that when 50 snatched Ja chain, niggas screaming murder, but them things don't pop. You could catch me in Hollis at the Hero shop. I got a long Desert Eagle like RoboCop that spit 200 yards and make a hippo drop. Yo, we natural born killers, G-Unit gorillas. Clap at me, I'm cutting off all your fingers. There's a whole bunch of shit to that.
This one is like about my moms and my grandmoms, you know, rest in peace to them. At first, I ain't know why, but for my mom's died, she told me I better not cry. I'm looking like, Ma, stop playing. What you talking about? Because I don't understand what you're saying. Then she sat me down like, let me explain. I'm only 12, like, this is too much for me, man. You see, I'm the oldest out of her 4 kids. She said she's 6. She only got 10 months to live. Start crying right there. That's what she told me. Don't cry. Stay strong for Quan, Pookie, and Goldie. I ain't let them see me cry. You know, I'm big brother. But I cried day and night like, Lord, don't take my mother.
Ooh.
He did. But I thank God for my grandmother. You know, just a little something, man. You
Yeah,
know
I
what
like
mean?
that.
Definitely. Mine's, a lot of people don't even, I don't know if a lot of people was up on it, man, but my favorite cartoon character was a character named Crying Freeman. A lot of people probably wasn't knowing it, but Crying Freeman was an animated like cartoon series, and he was down with a crew called the 108 Dragons, and after every time he killed somebody, he'd cry. So that's why they call him Crying Freeman, because he had to put the work in, but he felt bad. So I kind of relate to him because I'm a dude with a conscience. You know, I'm a Cancer. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie, we are a little sensitive. And even if a nigga got to shoot a nigga, rob a nigga, cut a nigga, certain things you have to do, like I be, you know, I still feel a little bad for the nigga, even though I did him dirty and I like that, but I still feel a little bad. Like, damn, you shot the nigga, man. You know, it's fucked up. You know what I mean? But it's like, you know, fuck the nigga. But you feel a little bad. So. Yeah, Crying Freeman was my favorite cartoon character. Shout out to people that made Crying Freeman. I wish y'all bring it back out so more people could know about him. And yeah, go check it out, Crying Freeman.
I would go with He-Man because I used to watch that every morning as a kid. By the power of Grayskull, you know what I mean? I was just a big He-Man fan. He don't get enough props. You know what I mean?
He don't. Yeah, He-Man don't get enough props,
Yeah.
man.
50 never changed. 50 was... When 50 was signed to Columbia, I remember he was signed to Tone and Pope. And he used to go to the office every day, work on his records every day. And like at that time, the focus was Nas. The first tour I ever been on was on tour with Nas. Nas probably didn't even remember. I was nobody. Like I was just going with 50. That's when 50 had a rob. And I went on a Nostradamus tour, and I looked at Nas. I was like, "Oh shit, I'm on a tour bus with Nas. Let me just shut the fuck up." You know, on Jungle and Horse and all of them was there. Shout out to the whole QB crazy niggas, and it was just that was my first ever tour. And 50 was on Columbia, and 50 always was a working. Like he'll always go to the label, check who's working on his project. He'd been like that. Then, you know, when he had the record with Beyonce, I remember we got kicked out of the studio with Beyonce and Destiny's Child. We got kicked out of the studio. 50 had like 50 Brooklyn niggas, 50 Queens niggas, and they was like, nah, you can't do this shit. That's when 50, he had A Thug's What I Want.
I remember that shit.
That was the video off of the album with Columbia that was gonna blow him up because he had Destiny's Child, Tone and Pope, and he got shot. I think a couple of days before he was supposed to shoot the video, he got shot 9 times.
Damn,
I mean,
look at that.
to see what he went through, I would think the average person would give up. You know what I mean? The average nigga would be like, man, I got shot 9 times. I'm beefing with one of the biggest drug dealers in Queens. I got money on my head. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but that motherfucker was staying in the Poconos. I would go out there with him. He'll drive all the way back from the Poconos. 50 one of the realest niggas I know. Like, niggas could say, oh, this, that. I'm one of the realest niggas that I know, too. Like, I ride with this motherfucker. He have 32-shot Mac from Pennsylvania all the way to New York every day. That's like a 2-3 hour drive from Pennsylvania to New York taking that risk. There's times we got pulled over and everything. So, like, 50, that motherfucker, the way he was working 15 years ago, Columbia, 12 years ago, whatever it is, same way he working now.
So one day, Chris Lighty calls me to the office. He don't tell me we gonna meet 50 Cent. He just calls us, yo, come to the office. I need y'all to come. Let's go. I got some shit for y'all. Cool. Now, prior to this, when I was on the come up, you know, I was same type shit 50 was on. I'm talking about everybody. Cause I feel like, man, I'm coming from the bottom. I'm beefing in my hood. I'm shooting niggas and niggas shooting me, and my people's getting shot, all types of shit, shooting at police. So I'm like, fuck everybody. It was whatever. So I'm talking about every rapper. I'm saying shit about 50, all that. So I'm like, oh man, so cool. I'm up in the violator office now, and I know that they fuck with 50 like Chris and us. So I'm like, all right, we up there on point. Like, I got my hand in my pocket and all that. Cool, we there. Boom. So they put us in the conference room. I never forget. We feeling ourselves so much. We smoking in the conference room. Soon as we get in there, we hot. I'm forgetting to tell me we wasn't popping. We on the red. Like how we was feeling like, nigga, we made it. Flex playing us,
Right.
we lit.
Right.
Smoking. Chris don't even come in the room yet. 50 just walk in the room. I'm like, oh shit. I'm automatically thinking lineup. Like, I know I done said shit about this nigga, and I know how he on there. He aggressive right now. So, and when he come in the room, I always told the nigga hand did not leave his pocket, just like me. And I'm a Cancer. I keep my gun in my pocket. So all I'm thinking is, damn, I already know 50 a Cancer too. You know, you do your homework on shit. I'm like, I know he probably just like me. His hand ain't leaving that fucking pocket. I wonder if he hold a gun in his pocket too. So he did. First thing he said, yo, Murda, you want a record deal? I go, huh? He said, you want a record deal? I'm like, man, not from you. You know what I'm saying? He said, what? He said, listen, man, I'm serious, man. You want a deal? I said, yo, man, not from me. He said, listen, I heard all the shit you said. He said, I heard everything. I listened to everything. But it ain't no personal beef. He cited the same shit. He said, you don't know me. He said, so we don't got no personal beef. So it ain't nothing personal. I'm not stressing none of that shit you said. But like, what's good? What you want to do? I'm just like, nah, I don't think it'll work, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm so defensive because honestly, what I thought at the time, I thought he was trying to line me up as far as because of the shit I said, and I said, damn, 50 funny, and I know I got a sense of humor too. So I'm thinking the nigga was trying to sign me, or then shelf me, like, look, y'all thought this bad guy was this tough? Look, now you can't do nothing, nigga, shut the fuck up. I said, you know what? I'm not getting caught up with him.
Right.
That's really what I was thinking. I said, man, this nigga trying to set me up. I can't fuck with this shit. I'm going off, I'm saying everything just like, he like, yo, listen, I'm like, I can't be signed to nobody. He like, yo, nigga, I'm signed to Eminem. Like, you crazy? Like, what the fuck is you talking about? He just breaking a whole bunch of shit down, and I'm just so defensive. By the time the nigga Chris Lighty walked in the room, Fifth tells Chris Lighty, yo, your boy don't get it. Chris said, oh man, the bad guys already met. He said, yo, what happened? Fifth was like, nah, your boy don't get it. And then it was Fifth conversation after that when I started realizing a little bit, but it was kind of too late because I fucked up. Like, damn, I think this nigga really wanted to fuck with a nigga. Like, because he started breaking down things we could have did, how he felt like, you know, certain things at Interscope, how they was just really like Team West Coast at the time. And he was like, yo, listen, man, with what you doing and what I got going on, I think we can make a strong impact for the East. You know, it was when the South had just started coming up too, and he was just like, yo, listen, we got to keep things going. It was when he started saying certain things, I'm like, damn.
Right.
This nigga might have been serious.
Because he always said he felt like a New York Knick playing for the Lakers.
For real. So,
you know,
and it was, see, I didn't know shit
LA,
like that.
And I wish you would have signed, because we had a lot
Who you
of good
telling,
times,
man?
I mean, like,
me and this guy was always cooler than the motherfucker. Like, we was always super cool, you know what I'm saying?
But it was like being on G-Unit, like, come on, man. Like, I could say, like, as a rapper, like, I definitely had my bucket list. Like, I've been in the studio with Dre when 50 was doing Get Rich or Die Trying, you know what I mean? I was in the studio with M in Detroit when 50 was doing Get Rich or Die Trying. We was doing the mixtapes, getting that job. I seen M when he crushed the Source magazine. Shout to Benzino too. That was a good. I'm not mad at Benzino no more. The Source magazine thing, like I mean, you know, and just the love that we was getting from everybody, from LA to Detroit. LA and Detroit was
South,
like
everywhere.
Messing with Dre and M. LA and Detroit was like a second home. I would say G is just a nigga that just want to take care of his family.
Facts. I'm just about to
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you'll meet the illest killers in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers that's in jail don't want to be in jail.
Definitely don't.
Motherfuckers that's in the feds, they don't want to be in the feds. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you, like, what the fuck you doing here? You stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
G is a nigga that take care of his family.
Yeah, just take care of your family. So it's like, it's a blessing for me, because I feel like we're all chosen. God didn't have to put us in this position.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To be doing these interviews, and you know what I'm saying? Sometimes motherfuckers get spoiled because you want to be on the top forever, but the game don't work like that.
Yeah, be humble.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
So, I mean, just like I said, the experiences I had in life, like I said, motherfucking, I went to Prodigy's funeral, and like that shit was some heartbreaking shit. We all gonna have our day, but at the end of the day, Prodigy flew around the world and did more shit than 10 people are doing, maybe 100 people are doing their lives. You know what I'm saying? So God bless him, and that's the same experiences we have. You know what I mean? This is my first time. I haven't been to Canada since a kid.
Well, this is my first
I got
time
family in Montreal. I couldn't see because, you know, they don't play with, you know, the felonies and shit like that. So, you know, I'm just blessed that, oh yeah, Canada let me in. Hopefully I can go to like Toronto, Montreal, and all these other places now that I have no problems coming to Ottawa.
Hopefully.
So shout out to Ottawa and shout out to Canada. Shout out to my cousin Yuri. I got family in Montreal. I haven't been to Montreal like since probably 10 years old.
Look at that. Keep banging.
My message is I always go by this: consistency is the key to anything. You know what I'm saying? So if you keep studying them scripts, you could be an actor. You keep shooting that jump shot, you could be a jump player,
for real.
a ball player. If you keep consistent on, you know, your music, it's gonna make music. Just don't give up. Consistency is the key to everything.
And don't let nobody tell you you can't do nothing. You could do it.
Appreciate it.
You already. Love.
MONTREALITY show.
be like, have you ever lost a loved one?
You never know love till you lost one.
Till you lost one, where your heart at? I left mine behind when mine dearly departed. Where your heart at? Strength missing to take losses. Be the hardest, the ones that overcome be the strongest, strive regardless. Where your heart at? Brave hearted. Better finish what you started, son.